Okay guys, lasagna. It's one of those dishes where we're probably afraid of doing. We know, we love it and we love eating it, and we'll order it when we go out to a restaurant. But it's something that when we think about doing it at home, we go, too hard, can't do it. And it's completely the opposite. It's so easy to do, and I don't think people realise just how easy it can be. So there are a few ingredients, but when it all comes down to it, it's just like making a spaghetti bolognese and putting in some pasta sheets. So just think of it like that. It's really, really easy. So this is what you're going to do today. Now I'm doing a healthier version. I've had a few people also ask me, can you do a few variations on some dishes that are on the healthier side? I said, okay, I'll try. So I'll be doing a healthier option for you today. Now, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need some celery. Okay, we're going to load it up with a few vegetables, some celery. We've got a zucchini here. Okay, if you don't like zucchini, you can replace this for some mushrooms. We've got an onion, we've got some carrots, we've got some garlic, some minced garlic. We've got our beef chuck, our corn flour, our large lasagna sheets. Okay, now these are oven ready lasagna sheets, so I find that's the best way of doing it, guys, because it soaks up all that moisture from what you're cooking. If you pre-cook your pasta sheets, I find that they tend to go fairly soggy pretty quickly, so use those instead. Okay, so we've got some oregano. Now I'm using oregano because I'm doing a different twist. I mean, otherwise I would usually use Italian seasoning, but I find oregano is really, really good, and it's a real good substitute for Italian seasoning, so I'm using that today. We've got some Parmesan cheese, we've got some tomato paste, we've got some beef stock, we've got some crushed tomatoes, we've got some cheese just here, just some shredded cheese we'll put in there a bit later. And you'll also need some skim milk, or some light milk. Okay guys, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to chop our vegetables up, and I'm just going to dice them. Okay, I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I'm just going to dice my vegetables, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, we've chopped up our vegetables. Now I'm just going to add in our onion first. Now I'm putting in the onion first because it really brings out the flavour, and I've said before, it just gives it a nice foundation to really any dish, but especially Italian dishes. I always put the onion in first because it just really brings out their flavour. You just brown those onions off, and to that I'm going to add some minced garlic. Okay, I just want to mix that all together, and I'm just going to stir this just so I've got everything, all the garlic and the onion together, and I'm going to let this just brown off until the onions are nice and translucent and golden, and then I'll add in our other vegetables. Okay guys, our onions are looking nice and golden, so I'm going to add in the rest of our vegetables. Now in here I've got the zucchini, the carrot, okay, and the celery. So I'm just going to add them in. Just get that all in there. Colours look fantastic. And it smells, that garlic and the onion, it is just beautiful. So again, I just want to get these soft, okay? You just want this soft. Okay guys, our vegetables just in here are nice and soft. They've just relaxed themselves. Now I'm going to add in our beef chuck mince. Now this is a higher meat content than I usually use. I normally buy from the butcher a 80-20 split, but this time I'm using a higher one. I asked for about 90 because I don't want my lasagna to be greasy. I still want there to be a little bit of fat for the, so it doesn't dry out, but I've just asked for a little bit higher this time because I don't want it to go all greasy and soggy. So we're just going to brown this off. Okay, I'll just add in the last of our beef. and I want to season it with our oregano. Now again, if you don't have oregano, just use Italian seasoning. And for all the measurements and everything, they're just on the side of the page as normal, guys, so just check that out, or they're on the website. Right, so a good helping of some oregano. We want some salt, some cracked pepper, lovely, and just mix that through and just brown off the meat. Okay guys, now that is what we want. We want the mince, or the beef chuck down there, nice and fine. Okay, we don't want it in big lumps. It smells fantastic. Oh, can't wait till this is done. Right, we're going to add in our tomato paste. Now, just give it a good squirt. Now, like I said, all the measurements are on the side of the page. And some can of crushed tomatoes. And some beef stock. Okay, so just some beef stock. About a cup. Right, now I want to mix that all through. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to put a lid on it, and we want it to come to the boil. Okay guys, while our bolognese is simmering away, we're going to make our cheese sauce. Now this is a lighter cheese sauce than I would normally make, but you know, like I said, I'm doing a bit of a healthy version of lasagna for you. So I'm going to put in our light milk, about 3 cups, okay, which is all of it, and I'm going to put in some corn flour, okay, just about 3 heaped tablespoons. Now I'm going to mix that around, and once that's incorporated, I'm going to add the cheese. Okay guys, as you can see here, that's exactly what we're after, a nice creamy cheese sauce. But what we're going to do first is I'm just going to grab some of this bolognese, and I'm just going to put it in the bottom and just move that around, okay. Your pasta sheets, okay, and just put them flat like that, right in the middle, okay. Put one there, you know, just grab pieces like that and put them down. If it looks messy now, don't worry about it, because what will happen is they'll all congeal together. Right. And we're going to move this out. This goes into the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes at about 180 degrees. Okay guys, we've just pulled out our lasagna. It looks fantastic. It is nice and crusty on the top. It smells